So we've now had our JAYCO Journey Outback 19.6 for over 14 months now. So we thought we'd do another walkthrough and do a full honest review, and at the end we'll let you know if we love it or hate it. Let's go. First thing up, we love the layout. We love with the door at the back and walking straight into the living space. That's a win-win. So you're straight in, as I said, to the living space rather than into the bedroom, which we feel is a better layout. We're going to the bathroom first. Brilliant having an ensuite. I think it's a must now that we've got a caravan with an ensuite. It's just brilliant, especially for when you're off-grid, or even some of these cheap sites. Sometimes they don't have showers, they might have toilets, or they'll have cold showers, not hot showers, so it's nice having your own. It's a lovely bathroom, well set out, lovely big shower unit, washing machine, bonus, fully bonus. We love having a washing machine. The con with it, I think, is because it's all built in, what happens when it goes wrong? You're going to have to take all this cabinetry out to obviously either take it out and replace it, or if it needs a repair job, obviously you're going to take all this out. So that's one worry. And the other thing, if you leave this lid up, then you've got something on the side and you knock it in, you can lose stuff down the gap. We've already got now a packet of paracetamol down there and a scrunchie. So they're lost down the void. So obviously try and remember to keep that closed all the time. Storage in here is fantastic. You've got your little cupboard up here, which we've got first aid kit, paracetamol, that sort of stuff. This shelf only mainly used when you is stopped somewhere, because obviously when you drive along things will fall out, so then bits have to go back away. Sometimes I might leave a couple of toilet rolls up there. Down here I've also got 3 drawers and a couple of cupboards, all shampoo and stuff and laundry liquid. Now Gary reckons there's a bit of bathroom bullying going on, because he's got the top drawer, I've got the bottom drawer, and then the middle drawer is what I call the communal drawer. Now if there's nothing of his in there, that's not my problem. So every now and again I'll get something of his, like his aftershave or something, and I'll just put it in that drawer so he can't say it's not the communal drawer. Because he's got something in there now. The only other, everything I'm really happy with, I say that's just a worry if it does go wrong. And then just cleaning wise, there's a really tiny gap here, so you can't get down there. So I just got an old toothbrush, and I use a toothbrush in that gap. But everything else is brilliant. Here's your shower. It's plenty big enough. You've got a little light up here, and you've also got the little fan, this one. And obviously you can open the vent as well. Hot and cold water.
It works a treat, doesn't it?
Yeah, brilliant.
Can't mind that.
Okay, now we'll walk out into the living space. Oh, just in case you are shy, there is a privacy screen for the bathroom as well.
But we don't use it.
Well, we don't use it, but we do if we got obviously all the blinds open in this area and we're in a camp spot with loads of people. Into the kitchen area. I have to be honest, I'm not a microwave person. I never had one in the house, so we don't use it, but obviously other people will think it's great. We have used it a couple of times and it's a great microwave, but if we didn't have it I wouldn't miss it, because so hardly ever use it. Lovely size fridge freezer. I think the fridge is 171 litres. Perfect, because we do have another fridge in the back of our ute as well, back of the Landcruiser, so we've got plenty of space. The freezer, yeah, it's not too bad. You can fit quite a few bits in there, a little bit bigger than them little ones that you sometimes get in the fridges. brilliant having an oven, absolutely fantastic. A lot of people have said to us, oh, I don't use the oven, but we've actually used ours quite a lot because we've had a lot of bad weather. We've had gale force winds, we've had torrential rain, wind where it blows up and all the sand, insects. We've been inundated with flies, mosquitoes, midges, so then obviously we come in and we cook inside. And it's brilliant, brilliant little oven. Nice little gas hob, 4 burners, works a treat. Safety feature, if you leave your gas on and that comes, if you do shut it for whatever reason, I don't know, you've had too much to drink, it cuts the gas off. So it's a nice safety feature of that. Loads of storage. Obviously up here, I try and keep the light stuff. We've got all the Tupperware up there in case you're on corrugations and stuff flies out. Tea, coffee, we've got our lightweight plates and bowls up there. These, when we're driving, I wrap up and put in the drawer. Cut the breakables. Down here is just more storage. We've got a box of glasses there, which have survived so far. And then your pantry, all your bits and bobs, oils, vinegar, spices. And then that's just your usual under the sink stuff, washing up liquid and that. And 3 drawers, sorry, and then that one flips down. So down there I just put the heavy stuff like the tins and things out the way. And then you've got a pot drawer, brilliant. Pot drawer under the seat, pots and pans, frying pans and that in that one. And then this one, it's the junk drawer.
The junk drawer full of rubbish.
I won't show you the junk drawer.
Because it's just junk.
You've got a, like you have in a house, you have to have a junk drawer. And when you're stopping places, I find that's the thing that goes on the sink when you're travelling. I'll just put it on there and have it as for our fruit. And then underneath, there's a shelf under there, which is really handy. You know, you can just, like the moment I've got the laptop there, the iPad, GoPro bits, while you stop somewhere, and then a lot of that bits goes in the trunk drawer. 3 cupboards up here. Ignore the messy cupboards. There's all our nut supplies and stuff. Crackers, rice, all that jazz. And our essential flask when we go walking and bits and bobs in there. Now we're down to the bedroom. Some people don't like the pull-out bed because what it is, you get a smaller mattress and then these bits pull out and then you pull the mattress that way and then you've got to put the bolster in that end to fill the gap. We like it because in the daytime, that push back, it just gives you a bit more space to walk around if you're getting dressed and doing stuff in and out your cupboards. It's just easier. So that's personal preference, I suppose. It is really comfortable mattress. You've got loads of cupboard space, little wardrobe each, little drawer, overhead lockers. You've got these little sidey ones. You can't fit an awful lot in there, but we use them for electrical bits and bobs. The iron goes back in there. And then here you've got your TV. So you can either lay in bed and watch TV, or you can spin it around and watch it into your living space.
That works alright as well, doesn't it? Works good.
Works a treat. Got your little wind up aerial, so you just wind that up and then you can turn it to position it to get the frequency, basically. So look at, if you're on a campsite, you look at everybody else's aerials and think, oh, I'll angle it that way, the same as them. At the front, we love having this window. Some caravans don't come with the window at the front, but we love it. 1, you can open this at night and get a nice breeze through. 2, you can lay in bed and nose out.
And you like to do that?
Yes, I like to be nosy. If you hear anyone out there, you can look out, you can nose at other people setting up. You know, it's brilliant. Love it. Another thing we got is these little side lights. These are good. You press it once, it's like a little blue light. So you just want just a slight bit of light if you're getting up from the toilet or something. And then you press and hold, and then you've got your nighttime reading light. turn that off. We had the Sirocco fans as extra. These are great for when you are in bed, it's really hot and you can angle them down. I think the only thing I'd say with JAYCO is I felt like they had fitted them a bit too close to the curtains. But I mean, it hasn't impacted it. You can manoeuvre it forward and move it away from that. And maybe they just didn't have enough space. I don't know. It just feels like they're a little bit close to the curtains, but nothing,
apart from that, it's not a major thing, is it?
Nothing major to worry about.
The Ibis 4 air conditioner that comes with the JAYCO is absolutely really good. It's quite quiet. It's not too bad. It's got like 3 different fan settings, and it comes with a turbo setting as well. We don't really use it that much, to be honest, do we?
No.
And you've got a night setting if you want it on at night, and it's actually quieter. But we hardly ever use it. We set it in the windows. So it's got to be extremely hot for us to put it on, really. So, but it's a brilliant bit of kit, and it's well worth having. Right. What mods you need that are essential for off-grid living? And I think having a decent battery system and a decent solar system. You've got to be able to put the power back. I can use the power all day long. I've never seem to run out of power. As long as I can get the power back in, it's the biggest thing. But I didn't want to cover my roof in loads of solar panels. So this is what we've done. Power, off-grid power. We've got loads. So what we did, when we ordered the caravan, we got it come with a 100 lithium. So we ordered another one and put another one in. So we had 2 100s. It gives us 200 lithium amp hours. But what we did, we took them out and I replaced them with 2 200s. So now we've got 400 lithium under the bed, and it is so much better. We've got so much power, it's just ridiculous. And then what I did, I went online because there's so many inverters out there, and they all say this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying that you know, there's certain companies that do some really good inverters, but this one was just a Renogy one from America. I think it was only 400 bucks, wasn't it, or something? For a 3,000 watt inverter, and it absolutely works fine. It's brilliant because we've tricked it now, so now all the power, all the sockets come live. So we can use the normal kettle off grid, we can use the iron off grid, we've got a TV box use off grid, use a washing machine off grid, so we can use everything, and we've got so much power. The actual unit that runs everything, the projector obviously gets with the caravan, it actually does its job. It's fine. I'm not saying it's the best in the world, but it's definitely not the worst. And what I've done, we've got, when we ordered the caravan, we got 2 160 solar panels on the roof, and then what I did, I got a 200 watt blanket, only a King's one, and I run a lead from here through the floor, and it goes out to the drawbar, and I can plug it straight in. So when you're plugged into 240 power, you only get 30 amps an hour going in, charging in batteries. So what I can do now with the 2 panels on the roof and the solar blanket, when on a really hot day, I can mimic the same power input coming back in. So I actually get up to 30 amps an hour because that's a 30 amp DC-DC charger built into that. So I can basically put the power back, and I don't worry about nothing. We just use the kettle when we need to, use everything we want, use the iron, do anything we want with it, and it's brilliant off grid. So that is a bonus. Right, what things have gone wrong? Well, to be honest, not too much. I've lost a few screws here and there, but it's not too bad. And all I've done really is gone to Bunnings and bought the next pack of the next size screws up. So the ones that fall out, I usually replacing one of them with a little bit of Loctite on the end, winding them with a little hand screwdriver. I've had no dramas. There's nothing else going wrong. Not in here.
No.
Everything's been absolutely great, isn't it?
And there's one screw that we couldn't find where it went.
Yeah, there's one screw we don't know where it is
so
yet.
that's probably the essential screw that's holding the whole caravan together.
Yeah, exactly. We're trying to find it, aren't we?
But everyone you meet on the road though, no matter what make, because everyone goes, oh JAYCO, it's because it's a JAYCO, but everyone you meet, all different brands, all say the same.
Yep.
Screws, rattle, loose, especially when you've been on corrugations.
Yeah, and we've done a fair bit of corrugations, haven't we?
Yeah, out to Lawn Hill and other places.
Well, Lawn Hill was a good 100 k's off on gravel, wasn't it, road, and the same on the way out.
Yeah.
So, and we've done it a bit more other places, haven't we? So, yeah, we haven't really added too many dramas. Them little plastic things fall off, don't they? But
oh yes,
then they
these
pop
like you're driving along.
off. Yeah, that one don't, so don't kick it.
And
Oh, that was the one that stayed on all the time. Yeah, they come off now and again, but and you always find them when you come in. But everything else, I think it's been absolutely fine, isn't it? I can't really think of nothing else that has sort of fallen apart, really. Because it's just the screws, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, now we're outside. One thing we love is the Carefree electric blind. So easy, you just press the button in there, brings it out. Gary's got the app on his phone, you can tweak it on that as well. It's got the light that goes all the way across at night time, which is brilliant. We just put a couple of these anchors down. We have got the anti-flap kit, but we can't always be bothered to put it up. And this is just easy. If it gale force wind or storm's coming through, we just take these 2 ropes off and get it back in.
Right, to get this blind in, it's really easy. These are our rails we put down. No, rails, what am I on about? These are our strings we put down to hold it if it gets windy. There's nothing there. Just do that. I know some clips you can get, but to be honest, I don't bloody need them. Just do this. That's that one, done. Front and foot. Next one. Do that, unhook it. Do that. Push it through the hole. Don't get much easier, does it? You just do that. Right, you, go and press the button. Button presser.
I'll get the hard job.
Yeah, look like you had an hard job.
Come on here. You just open this little cupboard and retract. That's it.
That's it. How cool is that? You ain't got to wind it. Ain't got to do absolutely bugger all, have you? How cool is it, nice?
Oh, brilliant.
Apart from it makes a bit of noise at the moment, so I need a full of dust.
Probably needs a spray out.
I did give it a spray the other day, but I think it needs another spray. A proper clean and another spray.
Now, I'll work my finger with a bit of exercise.
That's it.
Stretch it out.
You ready? You sure you can cope with this?
I'll put the blind back out.
This looks really tough, this bit. You right pressing that button?
Extend.
Oh, hang about. This bit gets caught because I've got to clean it now. Yeah, that looks really tough, that. You're right. You nearly sit down.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that was hard.
That's just getting a little bit stuck at the moment just because it needs a spray, the silicone, where we've been a bit of off-road.
Yeah, and the van needs another clean, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's all good, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Easy.
Along here as well, there is an outdoor power outlet. So when you plug into power, or you've got your inverter on, you have power outside, and for the TV, so you can have your TV outside.
You've got 12 volt on your aerial, haven't you?
Yeah, 12 volt on the aerial.
Pretty easy, isn't it?
So it's pretty cool.
That's about it, then.
The only other niggle I'd say with JAYCO sometimes is just them fine finishing touches, because this is little things that niggle me. Little things like that. It's on wonky. You know what I mean? Like, just get it straight.
It's just silly things. It's not hard, is it?
I know it's a bit anal, but I think quality, just a little bit extra with the quality control. Things that need to go on straight.
But apart from that, it's not too bad, is it?
No, it's good.
Like I said, was inside our solar. This is the lead that I run to the outside. I'll run it all the way along here. I need to show you. It comes from underneath the bed. I've run it all the way out here and just plug my solar blanket in. Just out in the sun. I've got an extra long lead as well. I've got another one you can add to that. I can put it all the way over there if you need to pick the sun up. And that just gives me so much power. It just charges it so easy. I don't even worry about power. So it's great. We had this fitted as well before we picked it up. We ordered one, didn't we? Got to fit it. DO35, which that all works a treat as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, brilliant.
It articulates really, really well when you're off road. So yeah, it's all cool. We also had the stone stopper. We got that, we ordered it, I measured it all up, and then yeah, I just fitted it myself. It was easy. This has been brilliant, I must admit. They're not cheap, but it's well worth the money. It connects to the back of the vehicle, and it just stops all them stones. I mean, look at the front of that there. There's no chips or nothing. Nothing wrong with it. It's a little bit dirty at the moment, but it's not.
Yeah, I'd say it needs a good wash.
It needs a bit of a wash, but what I'm saying, it's not all smashed or chipped or, you know what I mean? It's just dirt. You can see the state of the stone stump, okay? It doesn't actually need a wash, but that is brilliant. I must admit that I'm really, really chuffed with that. Also, it comes with a lot of caravans is this little drop-down table. If I can get the key in to actually work. But this is actually quite good. And most caravans have got it. It's great. You can do your coffee on here, you can do some cooking on here. It's actually got a little light underneath there. You won't see it now, it's too bright, but that works fine. It's ideal for outside. And then after that we've got our boot locker, which runs all the way through. This is good. Nothing to moan about there, there's plenty of space. We can get our Weber in here. Flicks up. All our junk goes in there, as you can see, loads of junk. Weber's tucked in there. That runs all the way through. And then, what else? Ah, 2 gas bottles under here. We actually do really well on gas. When we're off grid, we usually get between 3 and 4 weeks out of 1 gas bottle. And that's showers, that's obviously hot water, anything else we need. It seems to be fine, doesn't it? It seems to last ages, that.
Brilliant. I'm
pretty pleased with that. Oh, I'll tell you, I did break.
Oh, yeah, when them knobs came off, didn't it?
Yeah, when them knobs came off. I bottled that one back up. I lost the other one, so now I've got to get one from JAYCO. But that's only for that elastic thing that holds that up. We did get the extended drawer bar, didn't we? But we haven't put a toolbox on there yet, but we might put one on later. We don't know. We're just going to think about it. This is the other end of the boot locker that runs all the way through. Don't really need to open that. And then I've got this. I don't know what key it is. I think it's that one. Which we had fitted. Yeah, look at that, first time. Yeah, there is dust, look, red dust. Bloody hell, I cleaned it.
And we have to be honest, we haven't really hardly used it.
I mean, used it once.
Hopefully we will use it more when we start hitting a few more beaches again.
Yeah, and using the paddle boards. But that's hot and cold. A little hot and cold shower for outside, so that's good. Obviously the 2 water fillers are under there. And then you've got your mains. And there's your 2 tanks, front and back tank. There's 80 litres and 80 litres. Cool. And then we've also got the grey water tank, which we fitted underneath here. Under there. The only thing with a grey water tank, the sensor always plays up. You're forever taking it out and cleaning it. It's never 100% accurate. But you soon know, because it starts all spilling out onto the floor, then you know it's full. So we emptied it, didn't we? And then on the side of here, you've got your outdoor socket for your power, and then your fuse box. That's all pretty simple. You've got your toilet here, but I probably won't open that and show you the toilet, because it's not the most cleanest and nicest things in the world, even though it's clean. But
you won't want to see shit.
Nah, that's all right, you don't see my crap. Yeah, that's it. Oh, there's our washing line there. That's about it, isn't it?
Okay, so just to recap, are you happy with your JAYCO?
For what we paid, yeah.
Yeah.
When you consider what other people have paid and the prices out there at the moment, what we paid was pretty good, really. We got a good deal. And I don't think they're the best in the world. I don't think they're the worst in the world. I think they're sort of middle of the road, JAYCO. And we've had so many stories, haven't we?
Of all makes. Yeah, you find that when you're travelling, there's always a story about something gone wrong, or
something
then
broken,
some people not happy. And how I see it is JAYCO are the biggest manufacturer in Australia. They sell the most. So, and with any brand, I think you have minimum 10% complaints with anything, whether it be a mobile phone brand or a car brand or caravan, you're going to get 10% complaints. So say JAYCO, just a figure off the top of my head, I don't know how many they sell, but say they sell 10,000 caravans a year, they're going to get 1,000 complaints. So it's like your 10%. and then you'll get another make, only sell 5,000 vans a year. So of course they're going to get less complaints, because you know they
don't sell as many vans.
They don't sell as many vans, and their 10% is going to be 500 complaints. So it's always going to sound like, oh, JAYCO are the worst. They get all the complaints. They're really bad, but they sell
A lot more.
The most.
Exactly.
And we've heard complaints about all the so-called top.
Yeah, big complaints as well.
Yeah, and like huge complaints.
And big problems, yeah.
You're always going to get little things. The trouble is, people buy a caravan, they take it on corrugations, and they think they never got to do any maintenance.
But you have.
You've
got to maintain your car, you've got to maintain your caravan as you go around.
And you've got to check your screws.
All the time. Screws, suspensions, everything. I'm always under this checking stuff, I know.
Yeah,
every time we go on corrugations, the day or so late we get somewhere, I get under there and I just go around and visually look at everything.
And has there been any issues with the suspension?
No, nothing.
No.
It hasn't moved. And we've done a fair bit of corrugation, right?
Yeah, we've done quite a bit.
It's not done massive, but we've done quite a bit.
Yeah, we've done a bit.
But no dramas, have we?
No.
So
you get a little bit of dust in your van, like you do with all of them, and you just got to give it a good clean out.
Especially when you don't cover that vent up down there, the footwell. We
covered all the vents. Was going out to Lawn Hill. Was it Lawn Hill or coming out?
No, it's a Rainy Loop.
Ah, coming out. Yeah. We covered all the vents, but we forgot there's one in the footwell as you come in, and then so all the dust come up through there.
And it was everywhere, wasn't it?
It was everywhere.
All at the back of the door, all at the floor, all the cupboards were full up, the shower. Oh yeah, the shower thing went up as well, didn't it?
Oh yeah, that did rattle.
It rattled loose and went up, opened, and all the dust was capillarying back.
The shower vent.
So the whole shower was covered in it. Everything was covered. Yeah. And it took about 3 hours to clean it, didn't it? Yeah. It was an absolute nightmare, wasn't it? But that's, you know, you're going to make mistakes. We won't make that mistake again, will we?
No, never make that mistake again. Although we probably will, because every time we go anywhere I always forget to take the toilet roll off, and that all unravels itself, moves on the floor. But I'm pretty good with everything else, because I always do the inside when we pack up. Gary does the outside, and it's not, I don't forget too much. I do, because I do a check through about 3 times. Yeah, so overall, do we love it or do we hate it?
Well, I love it.
Love it.
Yeah. I think it's fine. Like I said, for what we paid, it's a middle of the road sort of van. They are pretty good.
Yeah.
I've got no real complaints, really. A couple of little things like we said about, a few screws fall up, you're going to get that anyway.
You get that with even the top boys.
But nothing really. No, it's all pretty good. Oh, you said a few little things I need to just tweak to get their finishing bits right.
Yeah, just
sometimes you think, they could have done a bit better there.
Yeah, things a little bit straighter in places.
But I think you're going to get that with most vans.
Yeah.
And some people pay double what we paid.
Yeah.
So
we've done alright.
We can't really moan, can we? We're pretty happy with what we got for the money.
So, click on the next video. We're travelling around Australia, and then hopefully later on we might travel across the globe if all possible.
It all depends how things pan out, isn't it?
So yeah, like and subscribe, follow our adventures.
Until we end up. Yay!